Alright. Hi everyone, Mr. Snark here. I just wanted to make a quick little update video to give you all just some info on what kind of content you can sort of expect to see from me in the next little bit, sort of in the immediate future. So the first thing I want to mention is that I've actually been experimenting with streaming lately. This past weekend I actually spent one evening streaming on Twitch, and the next day I streamed Pokemon Platinum right here on YouTube. So it's been kind of new, and it certainly hasn't been without hiccups, but I've actually found it to be a lot of fun. And it's something that I think I'm going to try to continue to do and improve at. So on that note, I think I'm actually going to start trying to stream regularly on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe just for like an hour or an hour and a half. And I think it'd be really cool if if you have the time, if you're free around then, if you want to drop in, I think it's really cool. I love to talk and chat with people and just kind of hang out and have a good time. The next thing that I kind of want to mention is video content. So first off, I got a new computer, which is both good and bad news. On the one hand, it runs a lot better than my previous computer, which I'm really happy about and I'm really pleased with, and I think I have the potential to do a lot more with this than I ever did with my other computer. But the downside is that I didn't back up all of the files from my old computer. I backed up a few, some that I thought were more important. A lot of them were kind of personal, but obviously those took priority over other files, namely most of the video files that I had saved on my other computer. So, a lot of the video ideas and works in progress that I had on my other computer, there's a very good chance that those aren't going to happen. Those aren't going to be produced. I don't think it's a bad thing. I had a lot of those works in progress, and I had a lot of ideas that I just never really had the time or patience or motivation to give attention to. And I think that kind of having this fresh start, so to speak, is not a bad thing. I think it's kind of good that I'm more limited in what I'm able to do, because I think it allows me to really focus on what I'm doing, rather than have a bunch of different things that I'm trying to give my due attention to, and it's just impossible. So, I'm not too upset about it. The last thing that I wanted to mention, and I don't want to dwell on it too much, is that a little over a month ago, I was involved in a fairly serious car accident. I sustained pretty significant injuries, but I don't say this to make you worry or pity me. I'm in the process of recovery. I'm obviously well enough that I can record and stream and make this video and stuff like that. But one of the main things that I wanted to touch on that's been affecting me is my hands. They've lost a lot of strength, a lot of coordination. They cause me like moderate amounts of pain just all day round. And all of that is due to nerve damage in my arms. And I say this to emphasize the fact that many activities that involve my hands exhaust me relatively quickly compared to, before. So even if I did have video editing software on this computer, which, yep, that's another thing that I lost in the switch from my old computer to this one, was the video editing software that I used. But even if I did have that, I don't know if I'd really be able to produce the same kind of content that I was producing before in any kind of timely manner. Just because my style tends to be fairly editing heavy, and for reasons aforementioned, I think it would just be a little too fatiguing for me to sit down and have, hours-long editing sessions. Incidentally, that's also part of the reason that my streams are only like an hour to an hour and a half long. I don't know that I have the stamina to go much longer than that. And again, I don't want this to be cause for worry or anything. I'm seeing small improvement every single day, and I'm very motivated to get back to where I was before. I just kind of want to provide some context for why I will be pretty much exclusively streaming, just for the next little bit, for the near future. And, I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do a little bit of an update video, and I mean, more importantly, I wanted to plug my streams. I will be streaming tonight at 7:30 here on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to continue streaming on YouTube, or if I'll go back to Twitch at some point. I'm kind of torn on which one I like better. But for now, I'm sticking to YouTube, and of course, if I do change my mind, I will keep you all updated on that. But, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks so much. I love you all. Be safe. And I hope to see you in one of my streams.